Greetings, magical souls. I have another session to share. It was also one that was really, well, I don't know, I found the message quite special in this one. I connected with this, he was a larger dog. He reminded me a little bit of like kind of a big terrier, so almost like an Irish wolfhound type dog, but he was brown in color, but really, really, really such a beautiful soul, like really, really, really awesome dog. And he lived in his home with another dog. This session was just also mind blowing. He is telling me that his brother is older in physicality, but he's teaching him many things about this life and about being a dog. But this dog that I was talking to, it was sharing that even though he was younger in his physical body, he was the older soul. For some reason, that's important for you to know. He wanted to make that distinction between the two dogs, him and his brother that live in your home. And so he shares with me that he, the younger dog, is teaching the older dog about more spiritual things. So he's the older, wiser soul, but younger in age, and they are learning from each other. He says that when animals are together and one is more evolved on a soul level, the other one almost more evolved on a physical level, that they come together to be with each other in the same household and in the same lifetime to help each other evolve more quickly and to work through lessons, both on the earthly plane and the spiritual plane, or from a soul perspective. I mean, this was so interesting. He shares with me that what he learns from his older brother, and because he can learn these things, he can then almost learn these things in this lifetime, which are ultimately good for his soul's growth, even though they're more physical things. So what he was really trying to share with me is that when both of these dogs leave their physical bodies, they're going to have learned so much from one another, because one's more kind of slightly more evolved physically, and the other one is, or from earthly, and the other one is more evolved spiritually. And so this is how he described it. I was trying to put it into words because what he was showing me was non-linear. And so I said to him, can you explain this to me another way, just so I can try and articulate it to your mum? And so he said, if I have to put this in linear terms, so let's say we wanted to go from 1 to 10, for example, but obviously it's limitless. So let's say 1 to 10 is what we want to accomplish as a soul. And with 1 being the first thing that maybe would come in as a first incarnation, and 10, that's like everything's done and everything I wanted to accomplish as a soul. What this interaction between them almost does is, let's say they are both at level 3, almost in terms of where they are right now on the physical plane. But one's sort of at level 3 in terms of physicality, but maybe they're at a 1 or a 2 in terms of spirituality. And then the other one's kind of like the other way around. But let's say he gave me the thing of, let's say we're both at a level 3. Now, what would normally happen is that if I come in and I'm at this level 3, I would work through all of these kinds of lessons and things. My soul would evolve, and in the next lifetime I came in, I would almost be at a level 4. Now, obviously, he's giving this to me in linear terms, but it's not linear, but he's just trying to explain to me what this interaction between them allows, where one soul's more evolved spiritually and one soul's more evolved sort of with earthly matters, is it allows them to have this leveling up. So if they were at level 3, now what happens is they almost get level 4, level 5. They can almost go up, and they can do more levels in one lifetime, if that makes sense. So because they're working together and they are directly helping each other to evolve spiritually and physically, the next time they come in, they could be at a 5 or a 6 or a 7, because the souls have chosen to come in here and work very directly with each other to help each other with their lessons, so that the whole intention of these two dogs being here together in the same households was to almost have a faster evolution. That's kind of what it was in a nutshell. Now, I mean, I can't make this up. So, I mean, it was just fascinating the way he was describing this to me. And he said the reason why this evolution is faster is because they can get through so much more in one lifetime. And even though they are experiencing it in physicality, they're still, when they're evolving sort of in an earthly manner and within the body, they are also evolving spiritually. And when they're evolving spiritually, vice versa. So it's kind of it's this beautiful flow, and that just happens. The older dog is getting more spiritual development in this lifetime because of the younger dog's soul age and knowledge and wisdom. And the younger dog's getting to go through more lessons in this lifetime because the older dog's teaching him more about things on the physical plane. And he says that this is important for all souls where we are, because things are happening so quickly. In the same ways that humans can get an upgrade or a leveling up, or maybe they take on a problem in this lifetime that wasn't necessarily agreed to at a soul level. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily in their original soul contract when they came in, because it's just a way to evolve for them much faster. And it's all dependent on the soul, where they're wanting to go. And some of them actually come in with certain things, and then they go, no, I can stretch this a bit further because that will help me then in the next lifetime. Then it's almost like compressing several lifetimes of lessons into one, if you will. I wanted to share that because it's fascinating for me. It's fascinating for me that, I mean, I could not have thought about this. And so again, it just is a really interesting scenario if you have more than one animal in your home, how they are possibly helping each other, how they're in multiple animal homes, how the purpose of them all being together, even though sometimes it might appear that they don't get along, is that they are actually helping each other to evolve faster, or to get through more lessons, or to do more work, or whatever it is. Because just like times are speeding up for us and whatever, remember, it's the same things happening for the animals. They are evolving at the same, also faster. I just think it's also such a beautiful message that if we think we can come in and we can maybe take on different things and amend our contracts and things like that, that what this guy was sharing with me, this dog, is that they get to do the same thing. And so once again, I'm reminded of the fact that they are souls in different suits. They are no different to us. They are just experiencing things in a dog's body. We are in a human body. And sometimes I think maybe it would have been preferable for me to come to this earth in some kind of animal's body, as long as it was in a home that I was going to be nicely looked after. There is absolutely no difference between the spark of source that lives within an animal's body and the spark that lives within a human body. And so I did want to share that today because I thought it was a beautiful message. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed receiving it from this beautiful dog. And again, thank you so much for listening. Yeah, wherever you are, have a magical rest of your day.